let's start shooting. First of all, let's add and okay, so now when we are shooting, we're actually going to be throwing a raycast, and we're going to do it here. But let's encapsulate it. Let's close our recoil. Don't need it anymore. Let's say void handle shooting. We're going to be shooting from the center of our screen. So let's do raycast hit, hit, ray camera dot main dot screen point. Actually, new ray camera transform. We do not have the camera transform, or what is it? I think it's just the tilt transform, yeah. Dot position tilt transform dot forward. Okay, then if physics dot raycast ray out hit for about 100, I guess. Okay, and if you shoot something, something happens. So let's do, well, first of all, let's create an object pooler. Well, we're going to do it later because I'm kind of bored right now. So I'm going to make a game object for shoot effects, or well, impact effects. Okay, we'll fix it later what that's going to do. So let's do impact effects dot transform dot position equals hit dot point, and let's also find the direction between hit dot point minus your tilt transform dot position. Okay, and then let's do impact effects. Actually, I think if we do impact effects dot transform dot at look at tilt transform dot position, we don't need to find this. Okay, and then just say impact effects dot set active to true. Okay, so that's going to place something where we hit. We're going to make an actual we're going to make an actual as I was saying, object pooler later. So we have a laser bullet. Let's find what this. Yeah, I just want this one. Let's unpack it. Drop that. Drop that. Let's see what this is. Okay, I'm going to say scaling mode hierarchy. Okay, so let's raise it up so we can see it from afar. So I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to leave also play on awake, but for this to play on awake, then that means you first need to close it and then enable it. Okay, so I'm going to drag and drop this and just put it under the controller. Controller, impact effects. Okay, hit play. That's not play, that's play. Okay, so that doesn't seem to actually do anything. Oh no, it does. Oh yeah, okay. I think it's because it's placed. Yeah, let's fix the impact this a little bit. So here's the thing. This now has the same position with this. Okay, so I'm going to bring this a little bit higher up, or I'm actually going to rotate this by 90 degrees, because transform.forward dot look at will make you look with the forward axis, so the blue axis, not the y-axis. And since this now occupies the same position, I'm just going to move it slightly forward so that it doesn't clip through the level. And I'm going to call this impact laser or whatever. And I'm going to drag and drop this now over here. Okay, now it shows it's a little bit further away though. And I don't know why. I think maybe the tilt transform is actually wrong. Yeah, I think yeah, the tilt transform when recoil is actually wrong. So instead of the tilt transform, let's store our, actually, yeah, gun parent will do just fine. Let's see, hit play. Yeah, as you can see, this works. It works, but I think it's a little bit, maybe if we move this even more inside, yeah, we see it, but it's about 1 point in, so that's maybe too much. That's fine. Okay, so now we see, and of course we could start shooting. Awesome. So let's do this at point 1. That should be enough. Now, the other thing I'd like to do is, of course, shooting that much is kind of, it's very accurate. No matter if you have, yeah, there's no spray basically, so no matter what you have, if you are right dead on onto that position, or well, if you are aiming down sights or not, it doesn't really matter, because it's almost dead on right on the center, or well, it is always right on the center. So I'm going to create a spread value, float spread, and then, and actually I think this might make more sense if we do this in here. So we're going to have float spread value, float or public float spread value, get return spread value. We also need max spread value, and let's set 15, or let's say 5. We'll see how much we need. It's not going to be too much, and I think 5 is way too much, so let's say 0.5f public float max spread value, get return max spread value, okay. Then on your FPS controller, and actually from your anti-weapon, we're going to do public float spread value, get return base weapon spread value, base weapon max spread value. Okay, awesome. Okay, we have our spread. Then let's do a serialized field for spread speed or reset speed, and let's rename this to current spread. Now, if aiming, so we need to be passing the bull aiming here. take the current spread and multiply it by, let's do 0.1f, so it's more accurate. Okay, if not, and actually not the current spread, we actually want to use actual spread to be current spread, and actual spread should be here. So where are we going to use the actual spread? We're going to say vector, or actually, you know what, let's fix the current spread. Current spread, yeah, come to think of it, we need another method. It's going to say void handle spread, which is going to be killing your spread. So I'm going to say current spread equals mathf.lerp current, come on, current spread to 0, spread reset speed by delta time, or subdivide by delta time. Okay, let's set a value here, 0.03f or something. Okay, then once you are shooting, we're going to be utilizing that spread. So how do we do that? We're going to go and create a new position, a random position in this case, a random position. We're going to be using random dot inside the unit circle, and we're going to say based on your current spread. Okay, so now we have a position, and actually this is how you use it. Okay, so we need to create a shoot origin, which then this is going to be your, let's move this down, this will be your gun parent position plus your gun parent dot transform direction, and that direction will be the random position you have. Okay, so basically what this does, takes this and makes it into being relative to your gun parent position. Okay, so now instead of the gun parent position, you're going to add it to the shoot origin, and then the gun parent will be this. So every time you're shooting now, you're also going to be adding to your current spread current weapon dot spread value. Okay, but if, well, actually not if, let's do this from here. So current spread, if current spread, or actually let's just say current spread dot clamp. Yeah, so current spread equals mathf dot clamp current spread between 0 and current weapon dot max spread value. Okay, so it's going to be clamped as well. And I think maybe 0.2f should be a little bit better. Okay, so let's go and add them. We are missing something. Yeah, on handle shooting we need to say aiming, and also we need to add the handle spread as well. On our spread also we can add if mouse x not equal 0 and mouse y not equal 0, or yeah, or actually or or move direction is not equals vector 3 dot 0, or let's say vector 3 dot equals, we have, yeah, vector 3 dot equals vector 3 dot 0 and move direction. Then on your current spread, just add 0.1f. Okay, let's minimize that, and now let's check our settings on what they should be doing. Weapons, so plasma rifle, spread value, let's add 0.3 or 0.1, maximum spread value 0.5. You will see why it's so little. And on the controller we have a recoil rate, recoil value. Okay, let's reset speed, and let's try shooting. Okay, as you can see, the first one you saw is, well, now you can see that they do not shoot, they do not all fall into a center value. So let's say maximum spread value is 2. We might have too fast of a reset speed, so they all fall into there. So let's see. But first, let's see one more thing. Handle shooting. Okay, if aiming, then you multiply this. Okay. Then recoil reset speed, I'm going to say 0.001, or I think that's going to be much faster. Yeah, you can see now the impacts of it. That's way too much, of course. So let's do 0.1. I think it needs a little bit of tailoring, but you get the idea. 0.1 is maybe too much. Point 0.003. Let's try that. Okay, so let's expose the current spread and see how much you're starting with. But I think if we first, yeah, I think if we do it, if we just take this one and add it after we shoot, then the first one should be right on dead on the center. Almost dead on the center, I guess. Yeah, you can see the current spread what does. Okay, one is super fast, 0.01, and once we're moving it keeps adding, and once we're firing, yeah, it's way too fast. Yeah, maybe something like this, I guess. Although, yeah, I think it needs to be kinda even faster than that. or not. Yeah, I think it needs a little bit more thought. So let's make it slightly more human readable, and I'm just going to say reset speed multiplied by delta. Okay, so I'm just going to set spread reset speed 2.1, so it's faster. Okay, so current spread. Ooh, doesn't even work. Perfect. It kind of wants to stay there to add 2, so that means we kind of have something off. That's weird. So current spread back to 0, spread reset speed. Let's see our current spread. Oh, this needs to be false. Otherwise, it's going to be adding while you still move, while you are not moving. So when you are not moving, it needs to be resetting. Yeah, now that's correct. And that's super slow. Maybe like this. And now we can start firing. Okay, so now you see what we can do. So the spread now is way too much. And once you're aiming, it actually goes down and it gets only a fraction, so it's almost, you know, dead end. Awesome. So that's for the spread and stuff like that. So on the next one, we're actually going to start shooting things like people and stuff like that. So as always, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and if you'd like to see more stuff like this, then consider supporting my Patreon so we can keep making all of these things. I'll see you next time.